All right, we got Liam Grey from Lattafa. Let's go ahead and pop this thing open real fast. I'll go ahead and tell you the price while the nasty cellophane's kind of making its noises. 20 bucks on Joma Shop is what you can get this for. You can find it elsewhere, maybe on like Fragrance Buy, a little cheaper depending on when this discount or that kind of stuff. You might even find it on like certain social media sites, but 20 bucks is the Joma Shop price, and that's my normal point of reference. So Lattafa, like many of their fragrances, they make their stuff almost like a gift box, so I'll present it as such. I think I got it right side up. So there we go. Oh yeah. Looks beautiful, amazing presentation, lovely like velvet kind of backing there. Super classy bottle. Holy cow. Let's pop this out real fast. There we go. Doesn't fight too hard. Put the box back together real quick. Throw it to the side. I always hate getting rid of the boxes, but good lord, if I kept every Lattafa box I had, I'd have no space for anything. So there is Liam Grey. That's what it looks like up close right here. Cool little medallion in the front. I assume that stands for, I assume that's Liam in Arabic. 100 ml bottle, $20. Eau de Parfum concentration. This is marketed as unisex by Lattafa, but I think it kind of leans more masculine. But that's just kind of a personal opinion as far as like interpretation. Depends on where you are and what the culture says. So let's go ahead and pop this thing open. The way I do it on this channel is I spray on paper. I give you my basic impression. Then I spray on the skin, give you kind of the update. Typically that update will say something like, hey, it's a little more citrusy in the opening, that kind of stuff. Certain things, certain fragrances kind of hit harder on skin because your skin's hotter, so those chemicals that make up the notes, they might break down more quickly. Speaking of the notes, they are cardamom, fig, and black tea in the opening. That's why I bought this, because I love fig and I love tea notes. Then we get middle notes of iris, vetiver, labdanum, and then base notes of vanilla, sandalwood, tonka, and patchouli. So those base notes are perfect for a long-lasting, full-bodied fragrance. The middle notes, my only concern with the middle notes is the iris. I'm not a fan of iris. I'm hoping it's not a super intense iris fragrance, but if it is, we'll make it work. But yeah, that's my only real concern. This is more or less a blind buy. So let's go ahead and do a quick couple sprays. There it goes. Decent atomizer. Puts out a puff. Nothing really to write home there about, but let's see what that opening set of notes feels like. Cardamom, hard cardamom, very cozy smelling. Sweet. Again, the tea is there. It does smell like, it smells kind of like Earl Greyish, if that makes sense. But it's tea, but the cardamom is heavy. The sweet fig in there as well. So the sweetness of the cardamom and the fig together is very pleasant. I will tell you right off the bat, this is not a summer fragrance. So if you're looking for a freshie, this is not it. This is not a summer kind of sweetness. This is more of like a cozy fall kind of sweetness to it. But nothing wrong with it. It's beautifully done, the opening. I can kind of start to already get a little bit of the iris, but it's understated. It's not like an iris floral hitting you in the face. So that's the opening notes on the paper. Let's go ahead and do it on the wrist. 2 on the wrist. Let's see what, flash for a second. A little bit longer, still a little bit of denatured alcohol in there. I'll say this, to me it smells better on paper. So it might be a my pH kind of issue. Doesn't smell bad on my skin, but it smells dynamic or like drastically different from the paper. The way I describe, okay, it's a little better now. That denatured, the alcohol was taking a while to flash off, I think. So the cardamom is in there. There's a little bit of bitterness that I wasn't getting on paper. So like kind of a bitter little, like a little sharpness and bitterness from it on skin. I'm trying to figure out what that would be. That might be the vetiver already kind of popping through. That could be what I'm smelling. But it's not an intense vetiver. So it's not like, oh my god, like Terre de Hermes is like an intense vetiver heavy fragrance. That's not what this is. I'm getting the cardamom still there. The fig is definitely there. And the tea is strong. So the tea feels a little stronger on my skin. Maybe it's more tea and fig, less cardamom to me on the opening. But I get a little more of the iris. It's a little more iris heavy on skin, but not so much that I notice and I'm like, ugh, yuck, iris. Because I'm not a big fan of iris generally. And the labdanum is there. I think it's that vetiver that comes out quicker than on paper. In fact, I know it is now. Now I can really smell it. So it doesn't take long for that. I mean, all those opening notes are still there, but for some reason the vetiver pops on my skin quicker than it did on paper. But all right, so I'm going to check back with you guys in about, I don't know, a few hours, see how the longevity works on this thing and what other notes kind of pop out and how well it does over time. So it'll be just a second for you, and it'll be like probably a day or so for me. All right, so it's been about an hour, so we're not into the full dry down. I can't talk about the performance or whatnot, but I will go ahead and talk briefly about the middle notes that are kind of coming out. The main one is iris, so that's kind of a bummer for me because I'm not a huge fan of iris. But I can recognize that it smells nice, so there's that. My wife noticed a coconut kind of smell. That's how she described that opening. It was kind of coconutty, and I don't disagree with her, but I just don't know where that note comes from. It must be some combination of that cardamom and fig, maybe some middle note coming out. But yeah, it's just like a sweetness. She said it almost like coconut sunscreen, but in like a good way. But yeah, so the middle notes, iris and vetiver coming out. The labdanum kind of maybe smooths it a little bit because I find iris to be very, very powdery. The middle notes are still powdery, but it's just not as strong as I've kind of smelled some other powdery floral irises. So I'll jump back in later on with the full analysis of the longevity, projection, and final dry down. But yeah, so not super happy about the iris kind of being in the forefront in the middle, but we'll see how it ends up on the dry down. All right, so we are at final dry down, and let me put it like this. This is one of those fragrances that I will wear again. And I'll probably, honestly, when the winter and fall comes around, I'll probably wear it fairly often. But I'm not a huge fan of iris. And iris is one of those notes that some people love, like Dior Homme. Some people love that stuff. I'm not a huge fan of it, but the iris in this is not so overpowering that I'm going to be like, no, I'm not ever wearing this again. So putting that out there, if you like iris, you'll love this. This is a sweet, lovely iris for people who love iris. And then that middle notes of iris kind of fades away, and you end up with a very nice standard kind of sweet, powdery vanilla tonka, sandalwoody kind of vibe, with really the vanilla and the tonka kind of taking preeminence over everything else. There's patchouli listed in the notes. I can't smell that at all. So if you're looking for some patchouli and you're like, I really want patchouli, don't look here. This is not, to me, there's no, like, there's patchouli, it might be there a little bit, but it's very, very light. Now let's talk longevity. So longevity, you're gonna smell this on you personally probably all day long. As far as projection, 3 hours probably, maybe 4, depending on the temperature you're working in. I'm thinking fall, winter, it's going to last a little bit longer because the temperatures are just a little bit lower, but you're going to have a skin scent probably for 8 hours at least, as long as you're not doing something very like something sweaty like working out. You're not going to lose the fragrance in that time frame. So it's a very good, long-lasting fragrance. If that's what you're looking for, it's a great option. Projection, again, for that time period, it's pretty daggone good for a sub $25 100 ml bottle. Very impressive. So overall, this is getting a good rating from me. It might not be blind buy safe for everybody. This might lean a little too mature for the younger crowd. So I would never have worn this in my 20s. I'm in my late 30s now, so yeah, I'll wear this sometimes in the winter and fall. But if this would not be like a good gift for your like 17-year-old cousin or your 17-year-old nephew or niece, because I think this is marketed as unisex. But this is definitely a good option if you want to have a semi-professional, sweet, friendly kind of fragrance. You'll probably be okay there. Just keep in mind that powdery iris might not be to everyone's liking, but if you like iris, you're going to probably like this too. So that's my review, guys. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and have a great day.